Hello everybody and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. So I don't really want to talk that much because I don't know, I just need to record a video and I want to get it out. Now I'm going to try to record for as long as I can because I've been told that something might happen. So let's get into it. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Oh yeah, Natsuki's visiting our house. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent to each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing coming from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and Monica said, it's really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she... Is it really okay for me to put her feelings aside when she needs me? Alright, I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entertaining with each other's I can't read still, each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hey Joshua. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for a few years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki? Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. Alright. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. Also guys, I noticed that in the last video, you couldn't hear when I voiced over Yuri. So I think for most of these I'm probably just going to do like a normal voice. It's just easier that way. We didn't plan to meet up or anything, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares at a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. You know too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's not good, Joshua. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Are you saying that me coming over is a bad thing? What? Why? Like... Sayori! Bad. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Joshua, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Joshua? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. I know. Yes, I already knew that. You know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a good reason to get out of bed. Get out of bed. I don't know. I'm trying to find things to say, but it's kind of hard. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just wanted to make everyone happy, without everyone worried about me. It's not good for my eyes. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Joshua. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. There's the word again. Feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. You okay? That's why I was. Why do you look so happy? Like, come on. Like, really? That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Joshua, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Alright, everything's black now. Joshua, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy if you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Aligma. Joshua, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Joshua. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Joshua. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But my hugs are warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wiped her eyes. I could spend the whole day here. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good of me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Alright, that was an emotional roller coaster right there. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Alright, I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? What are you asking like that's a question? Hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird, just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all the way just to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than some snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside the school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Josh? Come on. Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried it all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I've always underestimated you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. You really hate being small that much? Not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I got to teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. A little more fun when you just speak out your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like, Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Ah! Shouldn't have said that. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you'll try to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys out there who are into body types like yours. Not talking about anyone in particular. No, not at all. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. I wonder how I'll know that. Maybe it's because I'm into you. You know, just come on, work with me. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just try to get started already. Ha! You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Joshua. Natsuki smiles. Devious step. I don't fucking know. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But if she's satisfied enough for now, I finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. I still can't read, guys, I'm sorry. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Joshua, where'd you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. Ah, yeah, like why else would you use it? Honestly. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just all about following instructions. Presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it at the end. Just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones that you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayuri and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I'll use the food coloring then. Sounds like you started to understand. Make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Oh yeah. Just takes a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to don't look at me, guys, like I'm an alien or something. Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing. Huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Try and make me beat the crap out of you next. Oh, I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's way too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving it towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that. Okay, that's... no. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. Sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Joshua, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the moon turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breasts. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes, jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. Are we just not going to talk about what just happened there? I just licked her finger. Is there not something wrong with that? She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch Natsuki slide the cupcake trays onto the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happens. Yeah, do that. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warmth fills the room. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different coloured cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake, like happy birthday or whatever. I see. That gives me an idea actually, huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We should make it more literature themes than writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. Of course you were. But that's actually a really cute idea. Cute idea, so... maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think that you're cute. But, well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki clicks. Click. Oh, I need a break for a second. Alright. She shows me how to apply the icing, then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki pulls them all to the side by side to admire the work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down to 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have some time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Don't bring this upon me, Natsuki. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way that she listens to you. Yeah. Again, I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. See you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Huh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. You really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Joshua, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. What's she doing? Back off. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches away from me. Alright. Standing inches away from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it. For a while now. Huh? Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Joshua? Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Joshua. Why'd the music stop? I don't like when the music stops. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, about that, yeah, we weren't doing anything. Shut up. She doesn't need to know. Sayori. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Joshua? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I just disappeared. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Joshua. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? What the fuck did she tell you? Okay, that's creepy. Monica? Monica was right about what? Monica's been interfering with some shit. Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it does take an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until I don't feel any more pain. Until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Joshua. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Okay, that's not surprising at all. I mean, all the characters were hinting at that in most of the episodes. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Joshua, I like you so much that I want to die. Hold up! Alright, that's too much. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anyone. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori? Oh crap! Oh. I love you, or you will always be my dearest friend. Guys, I don't know what I should pick. Hold up a sec. Guys, I'm going to ask someone what I should pick. Alright guys, I think I've decided on what I'm going to do. I did message my friends to see what they thought that I should do, but they're not online and they're not messaging back. So, I know that Natsuki is the one that I was going for at the start. Alright. Probably doesn't matter what I pick. I'm going to pick I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. We're spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day. It helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Joshua. She's crying. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Joshua, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Joshua. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy. I always thought that this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. Well, go at whatever pace suits you. Hey Joshua, Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me that you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Alright! Hold up. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki did at the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event would be great too. It's fine. Alright. Joshua! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that of all the poems we were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. You think on days like this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Whew, okay, I feel something coming. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Joshua. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. How do you know? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. How does she know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. No, you should not know about that. You should not know about that. That is not something that you should know about. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Screw you. Honestly. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt like a chill down my spine after hearing that. Me too! Are you behind me? Jesus Christ. Are you okay, Monica? Hey, what do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my... It's just repeating the same thing. That's creepy. What do you want out of your head? Is it... Let's notice something. Monica... Bro. I'm not okay. Alright. Monica said that she knows everything. Has Monica gotten into her head? No. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Who said to you? It's referring to she, so I'm just assuming Monica is some weird robot lady. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is that? Sure. Jesus Christ, Sayori. That's not great. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Joshua? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori has written, but more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out that after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? Why is the music stopped? That's what I'm thinking right now. I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of waking her to school makes her really happy. Makes me... I don't know. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Just yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Just like yesterday. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up in her own house. Waking her up in her own house. Can't talk. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. What? I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? She really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. It's okay. What the frick? No! Guys, I'm alone in my house right now. That's freaking creepy. Look. I know who's watching this right now. Alright. Cody, Lily, whoever else is watching this is a genuine reaction. I actually freaked out. Like, I've seen multiple things on this, but this actually freaked me out. Jesus Christ. I'm not overreacting. That actually genuinely freaked me out when I saw that. Even though I've seen this part about 5,000 times. Alright. What's this? Extractor. Yes? What am I doing? Guys, I'm waiting for the game file. Hold up. There's a new file. Trace back. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this. I think... Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted it. Oh, I just read that. Wait. Is that... I just... Anything behind me? Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm shaking. Oh. What is this? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Yeah, remember that first video? This game is not scary. You know what the freak, game? That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Okay, that's it. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. It's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. I'm actually freaking out. I'm alone at my house right now. Like, this is so bad. This is weird. Like, obviously, like, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. But, it's still weird. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival, I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can just reset and try something different. I can, but I don't think you can prevent this from actually happening in the game. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed for me, and now I can never take it back. Never. 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 That's it. End. Guys, I think that's the end to, like, the intro. No! What is that? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, Sayori's still there. Guys, what do I do? This is so weird. What the freak do I do? Guys, I'm gonna leave it here. That was so weird. I can't believe that happened. Jesus Christ. Oh, my legs are shaking. Alright, well, thank you all so much for watching this DDLC video. Things are starting to get a bit weird. As you can see right now. So I'm just gonna end it off here before I get a freaking heart attack playing this game. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe and like the video. And turn on that notification bell for more videos like this. I also upload like Fortnite content and VR
going on. I'm on my ignorant shit tonight. We about to get fucking
alright,
thanks for watching. Hey, you need to turn your
see you in the
up,
next
bitch.
video.
Let's go.
Goodbye.
Yeah, hold up. What the fuck? Hey, bass in the trunk. Yeah, shorty wanna fuck, but I'm busy getting bucks. If you know my fucking name, you know my music bumps. If you hate my fucking shit, you a motherfucking chump. Hey, ooh, yeah, damn, Billy stay high like a kite. Yeah, bitch, I blew up overnight. Yeah.